pitching. Barry Larkin, 368 feet. 433 feet for Hal Morris. Tony Fernandez, 363, his eighth. He's now hitting 299. There are the shoes. Kevin Mitchell, 391. Kevin Mitchell, 468 feet. 6-0 Reds. Third two-home run game for Mitchell, 18th of his career. The only thing we have left to show you, Billy the Marlin trying to get revenge, and Jose Rijo nails him. Reds win at 9-4. Huff only gave up 4 hits, all homers. Told you all about the shoe story, so, Steve, what do you think Mitch said after the game?
Must be the shoes.
It had to be the shoes. Glad you're watching the show. Dr. Davies said I'd go to any length to get Mitch in the lineup. Pete Shorrock now 4-1. In this one, sent to Palacios facing the first batter. The first batter is Biggio. That's airmailed. 5th of the year, 1-0 Astros. Bottom of the second, Langford up at the plate. Pete Harnish, the little looper. Andy Stankiewicz. Luis Gonzalez, look out. Langford on third, a triple, later scores in a sac fly. Stankiewicz sprained medial collateral ligament in his right knee day-to-day. Top of the fourth, Palacios facing Steve Finley. That is crushed ice. A solo shot, Finley's ninth, 2-1 Stros. They win at 3-1. Bagwell didn't play again because of that flu. Harnish gets it done against the team he had, an ERA of 7.34 against. Greg Jeffries wasn't mincing words about the Cards, who are now at 500. He said, as of right now, we carry on. Watch this. Jeff Reed, watch this. John Peterson. I don't want to watch. Bottom of the fourth. Perfect game, still alive. Bonds up the middle. Kent to his right. Strong arm, and they get Bonds. None hits, none base runners. 6 innings. Saberhagen helps himself at the plate. Double. Off Burkett. Nobody can get it. Scores Thompson. Mets up 3-zip. Dusty Baker says, we want to hit. We want to hit. Matt Williams, sit. Mark, carry on. Keep on watching. That's not nonsense. It's none hits. Nobody out in the 7th. Uh-oh. That's hit. Darren Lewis gets all of it, and Saberhagen watches it all. It's gone. So is the perfect game. It's 3-1 Mets. Brett knows he let it slip away, gave up only 1 more hit. That was a solo home run as well. Saberhagen just shy of history. Mets, of course, one of 2 7th after giving up the go-ahead run on a Dante Bichette double. Andres Galarraga, that may never come down. Get a hang time clock on it. He says he may have hit it further, but never higher. And for his 23rd, yes, you get Dave Campbell's extra bases game. It gets no better. Hojo had another pinch hit home run in this one, but don't get used to him. He says, I'm not ready for that role yet. I won't, except sitting on the bench. Trebelhorn blames himself for the L. Using Krim in relief, he called it a stinker of it.
That's him on third. Joe Hesketh catches Gary DiSarcina leaning, and then the throw home. The first Angel catcher ever to steal home makes it 2-0 Halos. Turner on third again. Would he try it again? Doesn't have to. Chad Curtis, the line to the left. Mike Greenwell misplays it. Turner scores easily, and it's 4-2 Angels. Then in the 8th, Turner up. 4 hits in his first 4 at-bats. 5 for 5 into the gap in left center. Jim Edmonds and Damon Easley come around to score. Turner on his performance, it's huge. Marcel Atchman said, I don't think Turner wants to go back to Vancouver. More on Vancouver later in the show. Cecil homered in the first game. Cecil doubled in the second game. Kirk Gibson, the base hit to center field. That would score. Fielder, make him the base runner, 2-0 Tigers. But Jack McDowell would settle down. Gets Travis Fryman swinging, gets Fielder swinging, and the freeze job on Tony Phillips. Career-high 11 strikeouts for Blackjack. 5th inning, White Sox up 3-2. Frank Thomas puts the game out of reach. A 2-run blast off Joe Baver, the saver. 5-2 White Sox. They go on to win it by a score of 6-4. You know, 30 homers is a good season for many. Well, Big Frank is just getting started. For McDowell, he struck out his 11 only over 6 innings and won his 4th straight decision.
Second thoughts. Top second, Jim Tomei, a grounder to Manny Lee, who appears to tag Eddie Murray and throw to first for the double play. They got him. Murray is called safe. He went on to score the Tribe's first run. Uh-oh, we're missing calls. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 3. Mark Clark gives up his 4th consecutive single of the inning. Gonzalez comes home for the tie-breaking run. Kevin Brown K'd 10, career high, which ties that. Hulse had 3 hits. Brown, meanwhile,
for highlights of this one, Don Mattingly, the DL, tendonitis in the wrist. Terry Mulholland, his problems continue. The lone A's All-Star, that's Ruben Sierra, who takes Mulholland out of the yard. 6-4 A's in the fifth. And that's got Buck on the horn. Yanks fight back, though. Bottom of the fifth. Danny Tartable, the launch to dead center. Only the 11th baseball to land in the black since the stadium was remodeled. 6-6 game, the second for Danny in the black this year. Two batters later, Matty Noakes, second home run of the game. This one out to right field, 7-6 Yankees. Noakes' 14th multi-home run game of his career. Greg Harris on for Mulholland, his second appearance as a Yankee. Geronimo Baroa likes him as a Yankee. The blast out to left, 8-7 A's. You know, maybe Boston wasn't so bad. Showalter could use a guy like the Eck on in the eighth with first and second. Paul O'Neill rung up by Ed Hickok, punches him out, and then Paul on a 4-for-5 night just loses it. He loses his bat, his helmet, an argument. The average to 373. Eck another save, and the A's hang on for the 8-7 win. He didn't make the highlights, but he still makes SportsCenter. Oakland's Mike Bordick drove in 3 runs, made 2 strong defensive plays. Yanks manager Buck Showalter said he was the difference in the game. Jim Leyritz for the Yanks lefty suffered a strained groin. Darnell Coles, one of those performances to savor in the Jays-Twins affair. Kirby Puckett hit in the head during batting practice. Joe Carter can laugh about it later. I don't think Kirby's laughing. Darnell Coles did most of the laughing, though. In the fifth, took Pat Mahomes deep in the fifth. The 2-run job, second of the year, 2-1 Toronto. And for the Jays, the hits just kept on a-coming. Bases loaded in the seventh. Paul Molitor takes Dave Stevens out of the yard. Is the Metrodome a yard? Grand slam, second of his career, 9-1 Jays. And then Coles would do it again. Second of the night for him, the exact same spot. Make it 11-3 Toronto. And there was more to the ninth inning with 2 down. And who's going to step to the plate but Darnell Coles for the hat trick. 14-3 Jays. There have been 6 3-home run games this season. In the National League, Rhodes, Snyder, and Bagwell. In the AL, Raines, Canseco, and Coles. Second time for Coles with a 3-home run game. Last time he did it, 87, as a member of the Pirates. Also, Dwight Smith facing Jim Converse. Smith, he gets all the ball on the backside. Second base umpire Durward Merrill was paying attention. He jumps, avoiding the feel of a one-hopper headed right for center field. That's one lucky man. Cal Ripken has the field, though, for RBI hits. Gets one off Converse. That scores Brady Anderson and Mark McLemore. Owes up 2-zip. Jamie Moyer, he knows the feel of pitching with the lead. Moyer sitting down M's like Keith Mitchell with the bad stuff. Tino Martinez looking at strike 3 once. And gets Tino again, looking in the fifth. Had 5 Ks through 5 innings, and Griffey Jr., no home runs. Just an impressive foul ball. Heads up at home. Jamie Moyer's first win since only May 25th. And a perfect first inning, which is a big deal when you consider he had allowed 11 earned runs in the opening inning of his last 6.